Hello friends, today we will be discussing on how to create a velocity attributes and picklist values, wherein we will create few picklist values and use picklist values into attributes. So my name is Suresh Vanjeri and welcome back to my channel. If you are keen to learn on velocity stuff, please subscribe to the channel and click on the bell notification for new videos. So let's get started. So let's understand what is the product attribute. Product attribute is a data element specific to the product or class of products. So attribute name and attribute code are required parameters whenever we are trying to create an attribute. So however, the attribute name is visible at runtime, the attribute code is not. So in order to create an attribute, we always should have attribute category associated to it. And the attribute can be assigned to either a product or object type. So when we use attribute at the object type, it will support inheritance model. Right? Now we will understand what is the major difference between the product field and the product attribute and when to use what. So let's consider if your data element or a product data is common across all the entire product catalog, right? So that means like that value has to be available for all the products. So that time we need to create it. It's better to create a custom field on the product to object and use that value, right? Typically, in order to create a field, we need a system admin access. And the other side, the attributes are usually used at the runtime in the cart and in order to filter and provide the different configuration, right, at the cart level. Uh, and in order to create an attribute, we just need access to the product console, and it will be having like velocity admin access, velocity system admin access is sufficient in order to create the attributes. So let's go ahead and create a pick list, and let's use that pick list into the attribute, and we will try to use that created attribute in one or two products. So I have connected to the org now. Let's go ahead and create a pick list, right? In order to create a pick list, we are going to here and we need to provide a pick list name. So what I have done is in the Excel, I have collected the things and which will, let's create this, right? Download. These are the attributes I have and the possible values to associate it. And this is of pick list type and this is pick list. So we'll create two pick list values, right? So let's go ahead and create a pick list for download speed. So I'll be using PKL as the naming convention and download speed. And it is of type text. I'll make it active, give the effectivity date. Right. So once the pick list is created, we need to add a pick list item. To add, we have to go to pick list item, create new, add the value 10 Mbps. I will give the same name, code even same. We can have like something like PKLI. So the sequence will be as 10, effective from today. Similarly, I will create one more 20 Mbps. PKLY 20. This way we can create a picklist items. Let's go ahead and create one more, just data allowance. Again, text, make it active, activity date. Let's create picklist items, unlimited. PK sequence 10, make it active, effective from today. I'll add 2 more, 50 GB, GB, PKLI, 50 GB, 20. Let's add one more, that's 100 GB. PKLI, 100 GB, 30 as a sequence. Right, even you can have a Boolean type of values as a picklist also, yes or no, right? So now let's go ahead and create an attribute called data allowance, and we will use a picklist data allowance inside that. Right? To create attribute, we'll go to dashboard, click this plus. Data allowance code ATT. This is what currently we will use, and data allowance as an attribute for mobile commercial. I will make it active, so it is important and mandatory step. In order to create attribute, we need to select the attribute category. So if you are not already have the category, you should be going, the attribute category is not, you will not be able to create under the Vlocity Picklist console. You have to switch to the object and you need to create that. So let's search one of those mobile plans, right? I will just use this type. It is supported these all, but I will select as a picklist, and then we need to select a picklist here. Save it. And as again mentioned earlier, we have to, once the activity is created, we need to assign this attribute to product as well as object type. Product is already assigned, object type, so that we can use this attribute into object type. Right. So let's go ahead and create one more attribute with 5G access, yes or no. So again, I will assign this to mobile. This time I will select it as a checkbox. Defaultly, I will make it as false. And I will assign it to object type. Now let's go ahead and search one of the product and let's assign these attributes to the product. Let's select a 5G data plan. And I'm under 5G data plan. Let's go to attributes and fields. Click on assign attributes and fields. Search for data allowance and 5G access. Right. So 5G access and data allowances assigned to the 5G data. This way you can create attribute. Even you create a pick list, that pick list can be used in attribute, and attribute can be assigned to data allowance to the product, right? So if you see this, we have a pick list as a data allowance, and this is display name data allowance. The product attribute category name, attribute name will be shown on the runtime. You can even select default value, and there are a few configuration what you can do that.